I just want to say thank you to every single one of you. And every single person at home as well. Every single person that stood up and fought tyranny. I really, I struggle to put it into words. March 2020 was a lonely time.
We're fighting the same battle that you are, to protect our children and our grandchildren, and also to push back on the tyrannical globalists.
We cannot depend on the state, and we cannot depend on the governmental bodies to do so. Nobody's going to come over the hill to save us. We have to save ourselves.
Hello, London. It is truly amazing to be able to speak to you today, my friends in the UK. It has been 2 years of continuous psychological terrorism accompanied by ever more blatant attacks on the rule of law and democracy as a whole. And yet we are here still, and ever more people are waking up to this ugly truth and joining us.
We should be allowed to choose what we want to put into our bodies and not be consumed by governments and corruption. There we go.
Freedom of speech. I think it should be everyone's right to choose whether or not they have the vaccine. And if these guys choose not to have it, then that is their right, and I respect that.
So thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Thank you.
Cittadino italiano, sono contro il vaccino, non sono vaccinato e state facendo la cosa giusta.
Grazie.
Prego, ciao.
Ciao.
And something should be, let's say, optional to give the vaccine or not, because let's say some people might have, let's say, different side effects, and some people might have not a side effect. So it depends on let's say, on the nature of the people and their genetics. And that's it. Thank you.
Human being, so yeah, I can't decide. Okay, I don't know where it's all come from, where the virus come from, and people die after the vaccination. Okay, there's no freedom to choose either you have to get a vaccine or not have to get vaccination. Okay, the government say you have to get the vaccine. That's a bit of pushing too much. on people. They have a right to either they have to do or not. So, but I think it's a bit harsh for people. And another government regulations say if you don't get a vaccination, you can't work. It's so unfair. They have to take care of their family and everything, the financial and everything. So I think it's against human rights.
Have a lovely day, guys. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, I say it's a good thing to do a protest when you're not comfortable with anything the government is doing. It's good to share your opinion. So I support the protest and I agree with that. It's quite good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They want to cut our freedom. They want to restrict our rights as a human beings. So we need to stand up and say enough is enough. They are all bloody dictators, and we have to stand on their own feet and say enough is enough. I think they want to get rid of the human beings. Is what I think. So bravo.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
They're forcing us to do what they want us to do and taking away our human rights, forcing us to vaccinate our children unnecessarily. There's absolutely no reason for that at all.
It's a genocide.
You know,
It's a genocide.
Yeah.
I mean, they shouldn't.
They want us to stop freedom of travel, so they're forcing us in the beginning. So now why all of a sudden do we not have to be vaccinated? Why all of a sudden the world has gone back to normal and now we have to contend with this war between Russia and the Ukraine? Because there's always got to be somebody politically trying to control us in one way or another, and that is what
Always is going to be an excuse to control us and to cut our freedom and our rights. They want us to disappear. They want us to be like brainwash. And if it's not COVID, it's going to be Ukrainian war, and maybe next year it's going to be climate change. They will find something to cut our freedom. Bloody bastards. So bravo, bravo.
I believe freedom is a fundamental right for us all. And if we don't ask for it, we're not going to get it. We need to just assume it's our automatic right, which it is. Peace to you all and love.
Our children, they're not at risk from this virus at all. No ifs or buts, no vulnerables, simply not true. Do not let anyone near your children with these vaccines.
Why are you here today?
To fight for freedom.
Why are you here today?
Can stop kids having vaccines, to hang out with these awesome people.
Stephen took his first dose of AstraZeneca on January 16th, 2021. He was still in that moment clinging on to the pure positivity that he would be okay. And this was literally minutes before he began seizing and was intubated. He never woke up. Stephen was 32 years old and died from vaccine-induced thrombosis and thrombocytopenia on Tuesday, the 26th of January, 18:33 p.m. The system is failing so many families, and as the news reports bizarrely move away from anything COVID or vaccine related, we find ourselves feeling forgotten and abandoned when we were never really heard in the first place. But the reason that I have the strength to be here today comes from mine and my husband's pure love for the children of this world. I know he is with me now and proud that I am here Stephen would agree with me that it is never a child's responsibility to protect an adult. It is always the other way around.
Medical decision ever!
Take him to the towers!
Take him to the towers!
Come on,
the government and fuck brothers!
Hey!
Inside jobs!
It's you again.
It's me again.
What's that, dear?
Well, Ron, you honestly, you look amazing, mate. For 101, Jesus, you bring it so well.
Yeah. We need to have these marches.
Yeah.
We want freedom.
Yeah.
You're fighting the most important battle that we ever can fight. Thank you very much.